Sara going on a blind date?
Wait. No, stop it. Ew. You're not keeping this in.
No.
Or are you?
I'm not going to. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you are. That's going to be the intro. It's just Amir chewing. See, now you have lockjaw syndrome.
Yeah. It's happening to both sides. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Cousin
Bananas
Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to you every single Thursday.
Except for last.
No, you don't have to bring that up. But yeah, we had a busy weekend last week. A lot of things were coming up. It was a long weekend. We had a Thanksgiving event.
Thanksgiving was cute.
Shout out to Sebri, Sada's sister, brother, who put it together. Yeah. And that was fun.
Amal did her big
Oh,
thing
sorry.
with that.
Oh my God. Of course, me,
leave her out.
the man giving all the praise to just the man. I'm sorry, Amal. Shout out to Amal as well. She's honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she did most of the work. And I'm playing. I mean, I'm sure it was equal amount of work. Okay, guys. Yeah.
We'll let Amal do the talking for that one. We need to bring her on one day. She's going to be like, absolutely not. But one day, a girl can dream.
But yeah, so it's been an eventful couple weeks since we've last been on here. Last week was more just like, family stuff for the most part. Yeah. But this past Friday, another friend of the pod, or friends of the pod, Loose Merto, actually had a live event. I know, weird things, they're based out of Atlanta, but they had a live event here in Toronto.
They did, yeah.
Where they basically had an open mic night.
Yeah, it was like a fundraiser.
Yeah, a little fundraiser for, Sudan, Palestine, and the Congo, basically to bring awareness and also raise funds for them, like she mentioned. And yeah, it was fun. We had a bunch of people, friends of the pod, on there, and future friends of the pod, hopefully.
Yeah.
The one that's been on the podcast before is Hassan Logic, of course. And then, of course, we had... Adil didn't go on stage. Well, he went on stage to introduce it. Yeah. But they ran it, and we also had Timaj Garad, my cousin, who is also a future friend of the pod. Hopefully, we'll get her on here. I know we keep saying that.
I know, we'll plan for it.
Yeah, we really do have to plan for that. Yeah. But yeah, it was really fun, and there was a lot of great performers, like people. I was there for the whole thing, so I got to see even the first half. I think you came in the second half. So the first half was amazing. Like there was one person who did like a live jazz session, basically. Oh. But it was like almost ethereal. He had like this small trumpet looking thing. Oh. And yeah, it was very different from what we were expecting. Yeah. But that was cool. And they had, of course, your usual spoken word artists, poetry writers, and singers. There was a good mixture of everything inside there.
There was that one girl that used like French and Spanish.
Yes.
She was really good.
What was her name? I actually followed her, so I actually have it on here.
Her
Sorry?
Name.
Joyous Jaden.
Oh, yeah.
Joyous Jaden. Yes. So you can check out Joyous Jaden. She was definitely one of the highlights of the night. And overall, it was just a really fun night. It went on late.
I thought the imam, whatever his name was. The imam was...
Mu'man. They said it's not Mu'min, it's like Mu'man or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was actually a great speaker as well.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, he gave us a nice story about his trip to Sudan. Yeah. And how he actually gets to his village. It's almost like he basically explained it like imagine yourself driving down the 401 and you stop in the middle of the 401 and someone comes with a cart of I forget the actual name he used, but someone comes with a cart off the side of the road, picks you up, and then just takes you out into the distance to your village.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, and the night actually ended with G. Saleh, who I haven't personally heard about before, but
same.
Yeah, so this was a new, introduction to him. He was, of course, great as well. It was late in the night though, so everybody was already like, getting a little weary. We're all older now, okay? But people were still, trying to give that energy. Yeah, and I'm sure. And he's already like a natural performer. He knows what he's doing here. So he was definitely able to bring up that energy and like close out the night on a positive note. So that was great. Whole event went well. Shout out to Loose Merto. Like, I think this went past everyone's I don't know about what their expectations were.
I think it exceeded their expectations.
Yeah, it exceeded my expectations. Like, we didn't know what we were going to be seeing, but, you know, there's a lot of talent in this city. So you can't really go wrong with showcasing that talent.
Yeah, and I think, like, for their first live event in a city that, like, all three of the guys don't live here, like, I was genuinely pretty proud of them. I was like, wow, guys, next stop is going to be the Cousin Connection pod. Come on our, you know, podcast. But
I know if they were here for longer, unfortunately, they're leaving today when we're recording.
Yeah.
But we would have definitely had them back on, at least more of the gang.
Yeah, Cam and Wasim can join now too, but maybe
it's very rare to have them all together in this city as well.
Yeah.
To record, right?
Right.
We wouldn't even have enough mics for all of them anyways, right? The budgets, you know, we already pushed the budget last week. We're working on it, okay? But yeah, that was a great event, and now we're here.
Yeah.
So what should we move on to first? Oh, you want to do the last one?
Yeah, I was saving. I wanted to tell you, but I saved it.
What?
It would be exciting.
You want to save it?
I mean, like, I saved it as in, like, I want your actual reaction.
Okay. Wait, so you want to talk about it now?
Sure. Sometimes things happen, and I will, like, tell Amir just because I'm telling him. And then, you know, I don't get his raw, like, reaction when I tell you guys. So I'm going to tell Amir now. So you're going to get his live
I literally, like, I wrote down all the topics today, but then she, like, added a couple ones, and I saw the first one. I don't know why I didn't move on to the next one. I think it's because our marker is dying, so you can barely read them. So I'm surprised. Okay, tell me what happened, Sara.
Okay, so you know how we were actually together. We were at like a community meeting together, and remember I was like, I have to go. I can't stay.
Yeah,
it's because
of this.
I went on a blind date. Okay, let me set the scene for you, okay? So I was friends with this girl online. We met through Instagram because, you know, Instagram connects you. And she was originally from Sweden, but then moved to the UK. We became friends, and I was like, oh my God, I have an aunt in Sweden. Like, you know, I've been there.
Yeah.
And so she was like, you know, I actually have a friend who moved to Toronto like a couple months ago from the UK, and I think you guys would really get along great. You should totally meet up. And I was like, okay, sure. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know who this person is. Like, all right. So we followed each other, and like we exchanged a couple of messages, but it was like a busy summer. You know, Amir and Hanan got married, like did their wedding, and so it was just a lot of, I didn't have time.
Oh, so this was months ago.
Yeah, during the summertime. And then we like kept in touch, and then we agreed to like we didn't lose touch, but like, you know, life just happens. And then we messaged each other again and agreed to like meet up sometime in September. But I think like I forgot and ended up like triple booking myself, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know what? Let me look at when I'm free next. And I looked at my calendar. I was like, all right, October 18 it is.
That's how you know we're getting older, guys. Where you literally have to look to a calendar to see when you're next available.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, October 18, we're gonna hang out. And so this person lives in Mississauga, and I was like, of course, like let me be nice since I messed up the last one. Like, I'll go to Mississauga. So I go, and I'm like, oh wait, do I remember what they look like? How am I supposed to find them? So I was trying to remember, and then I ended up parking, and like I did give a heads up. I was like, you know, we should park by this store because it's not as busy as like the rest of the plaza. Yeah. And it's a Saturday night, so like if you know Ridgeway, you know like what it's like over there.
It's prime time.
Exactly. And by the time I got there, I think it was like 5.
Okay, 5 o'clock. That's
5:30, 5:40.
You're still good. Yeah.
It was actually pretty busy, and I was getting anxiety.
I feel like it gets worse when the sun goes down.
Oh yeah, and I've experienced it.
Yeah.
And so then, as I'm parking, I can see the person on the phone talking to me. It was a great date, guys. Because it was a girl.
What? Oh my God.
It was my friend's friend, and she moved here with her husband. And so the funny thing,
this is a girl date the whole time. You know what?
It was a girl date.
I should have known. There's no way you would talk about this.
I know you really thought I was gonna sit here and like openly talk about that. Come on.
Honestly, I was surprised myself. I was like, "Girl, you are getting so bold now."
I know. He's like, "Damn, all right, let's get the views up." It's still gonna work though. Clickbait. Sorry, guys, in advance. Asma, if you're listening, you know. Now you've made it to the podcast unofficially. But no, it's funny though because we were both so nervous, like more nervous than I think we would have been if we were to meet like a man.
Yeah.
But then when we sat down, I was like, "So tell me everything. Tell me about your life." And we just like yapped the whole time. We started off with matcha. Yeah. Then we actually, you know those desserts that kind of went viral on TikTok? It looks like a fruit, but it's a cake on the inside.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Is it actually?
It's so good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it worth it though? You got it from Jebel, right?
No, not Jebel.
Really?
I got it from Matari.
Yeah.
And
I
the
swear
raspberry.
all of them have it now.
I know, but these ones looked different.
Did it look like raspberry?
Yeah, there was a raspberry one, and then there was like a dark chocolate mousse, which I feel like you would have liked.
That's definitely what. Wait, if it was a dark chocolate mousse, what did it look like?
Like a. I don't know.
Was it a fruit?
Like a nugget? Like I don't even know. It was just like a dome.
No, but like usually they're supposed to look like a fruit of some sort.
This wasn't. It was
just
like
a Kinder Surprise.
Kind of
like half a Kinder Surprise.
Yeah, basically like on the flat surface.
Yeah.
And so then once we kind of ate and stuff, like the desserts, we started off with with dessert, and then we were like walking around and just like looking at the stores, and it was really busy at this point. And then we guess where we ended up for food.
GC Burger.
Yeah.
I knew it.
But before that, we went to what's it called?
Is it right next to GC Burger?
Mutabak Karak.
I've seen that one.
And we had their Adeni fries.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so good.
We
need to go to Ridgeway together,
it's
guys.
It's so fun. Well, for us, it's closer. For you, it's a mission, bro.
Well, because I was already like on the west side, it was only like a 30 minute drive. But yeah, so we got the fries first, and then we ended up at the burger spot. But yeah, it was a friend date.
Well, hey, everybody needs to make new friends. I feel like we need to diversify a little bit more.
Yeah, like I haven't like.
When was the last time you made a new friend?
No, I'm like that's what I'm thinking about. Like, when was the last time I made a new friend?
Do you count like work friends? I guess you're the type of person to like make like real work friends.
Why does that sound like a backhanded compliment?
No. I mean, like, you're more extroverted.
Oh,
like, for me, I'm like I'm more like get to work, do my work, and leave. Like, I'm not like I might be friendly with people there, and we might be friends at work, but like it's rare that you'll find me like making outings out of it.
But to be honest, I was actually like you for the first like 2 years of my career. Mind you, like it was also COVID, so like I really didn't have to make friends.
Yeah.
And then when we started going back to the office, and when I was like climbing the corporate ladder, naturally you are working like long hours with some of these people. Long hours with these people.
I don't know why I got that out. Oh my God.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know. It's like that Justin Bieber clip where the girl has a funny laugh.
I like your laugh.
Yeah.
I like that laugh. Yeah, that has been making rounds again because of
really?
Yeah, I'll talk about it after. I forgot to write this down.
Yeah.
This is an important point. But yeah, I just naturally became friends with these people because I would work with them so often.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you're right. I am a little bit an extrovert.
Definitely. You're definitely an extrovert. What are you talking about? Don't deny it. Yeah, you've accepted it a while ago. You're good.
But like I feel like I'm a good like balance.
Yeah, you know what? Extrovert, introvert, these are all just terms.
Yeah.
To put ourselves in boxes, okay?
They're just a social
construct. It can really limit you, okay? If you continue to think this way.
Exactly.
I will continue to think this way, though, because I am an introvert.
You know what's funny, though? Do you know how many people have said to me, people that we know, like we've known our whole lives, that say, you know, I never knew that Amir was an introvert until I started listening to your podcast.
Yeah, you know, I know how to mask. That's what it is.
You know what I tell them?
What?
I say, you know, we're just playing characters on the podcast, right? That's not really him. He's not really an introvert.
You actually say that?
I'm like, he's lying. He's actually an extrovert.
Yeah, I'm just a contrarian. I have to have the opposite. view of her. That's why.
It's called balance, you know. But no, he really is an introvert. We've shared several
to my detriment, honestly. Like between us, but like outside of that, I can be really bad at like just like connecting with people. It's weird. Okay.
I will never forget
what
that time we were waiting for your sister at the airport, and you just like I literally saw you glitching in real life.
When was this?
when we were waiting in the car, and there was that Habesha family.
Oh.
I have to tell the story, please.
I forgot what I did. I did something really dumb. I said something really dumb. What was it?
So let me tell you guys, okay?
Yeah, she has better memory, even for things that happen to me. Okay,
like,
go ahead.
We're sitting in the car, okay? And it's me, Amir, his mom, and Nabat. We're waiting for his sister. And while we're waiting, we see this whole like Ethiopian family. They're obviously saying bye to someone.
Yeah.
And they're trying to take pictures. And so we were like, I was sitting with Amir. I'm like, should one of us go out and like, you know, take their picture for them? And so Amir was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then after they were like pretty much done trying to take their photos, Amir just like jumps up and gets out of the car. But I think it was like his adrenaline kicked in. So the way he slammed the car door, I swear you almost broke it. and then
I didn't want to ruin the moment for that.
He literally slammed the car door, so we all got startled, and his mom was like, "What happened?" And then not only does he offer to take their photos, but then he like introduces himself to everyone in the family.
Because I want to be courteous, okay?
But I'm literally crying. He took his turn, like he took his time shaking everyone's hand, and we all watched you like, what is going on?
Because you can't hear what's happening, that's why. Oh, that was bad.
One second, I just need to dab these tears away.
Here.
I will never forget that.
No, there's no tissues. What the fuck? What were we talking about again?
Being an introvert?
Oh, introverts, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta change that. You know, every time, the funny thing is, every time like Hanan tries to bring up like making friends, I'm like, why? Like, it literally does not compute in my mind. It's like, you just wanted to meet a random person and like make friends with them. It's like,
you don't understand as an introvert, okay? Us extroverts, we need.
I literally do not understand. Like, I'm good being by myself.
I guess.
Like it's good having friends. Like, I appreciate having friends and stuff, but like more, it's like so much more work.
You know what? It's because you're speaking from a place of privilege. All of your friends you've known your whole life.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You've never had to make friends.
Yeah. And two of my like best friends moved away and left me, but you know, we'll not talk about that.
You know, he's talking about you guys, Hassan and Abbas.
Call it. But yeah, so
oh gosh.
So it went well.
Yeah, it did. Mm-hmm. It went well. And I was telling her like, okay, so now that I've like vetted you and you're not a psychopath and I'm not a psychopath, I gotta introduce you to all my cousins because, you know.
Hey, we're already in the West End. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I told her, and she's like, "Oh, actually, I heard Scarborough has like Scarborough version of Ridgeway," and I was like, "We do actually."
Which we just found out also has a GC burger apparently.
In that same where?
I don't know.
I've never seen it.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen it either. But like, we haven't been to the part like where that like halal like sushi and like Jamaican spot is. So maybe it's there.
What halal sushi?
There's a halal sushi spot there too.
Where?
Yeah, in the plaza next to where Aleppo used to be. You know, it's like a plaza. It's like an L-shaped plaza and it has like a little building like in the middle of it too. It's a very small plaza.
Oh.
And yeah, there's one. And also, what's his name used to be there? It's a burger joint, black and white coloring. I can't remember.
Top Gun?
Yeah, Top Gun used to be there too.
Isn't that where Rose's Kitchen is now?
Yeah.
Like across the street from the gas station.
Yeah. You know
what I'm talking about?
Right next to the gas station.
Is it next to? Oh yeah. Okay.
So it might be in there. I'm just saying.
We'll look for it.
But yeah, so
that was a good laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you don't believe that Amir is actually an introvert, I hope that's
probably my biggest like introvert tell of like my ability to make new friends or just like cultivate relationships.
But you know what, Amir?
What?
Remember that time I met these two random guys in an elevator at Nabat's apartment, and they only knew me because they knew you.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, people just know you.
But they know me, but like
from the gym, because you've made friends with them.
They'll just know me. I'm always a mystery.
No, but they knew knew you from the gym.
No, it's because like whenever if I meet this person at a place where I'm already like going to be, they're gonna get the best version of me. Like I'm gonna be friendly, we'll be talking, I'll find out what's going on in their life. I'll be the most extroverted person they know. But like that's the only place they'll know me from.
So you'll never go beyond just talking to them at the gym. You won't make plans outside of there, like.
They would have to make it. They would have to really push for it, because like I'm always the type to like, you know, like you said, our schedules are always full, right? And like when I'm making plans in my head, like I'm always like, oh, I have to go here, and this. I have to get this done. So like it's rarely ever a time where I'm like, oh yeah, I can totally meet you on Friday and go out and do this thing. It's like, oh, I actually have to do something that day.
Yeah.
And it just rarely ever like comes together. There are people who I haven't seen in like 15 years, since like high school.
Like
10 years.
Do you want to see them? Also,
yeah, but like
you weren't in high school 10 years ago. Why are you lying?
Is it not?
You were 22, 23 in 10 years ago.
Damn. 50 years ago?
You thought you were in high school 10 years ago? Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, shoot. 15 years ago, I guess. Yeah, because 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Crazy. Even today, I just found out that I turned 33.
What do you mean?
Like, I thought I was 32. Because, like, we were doing the math on, like, birthdays and stuff. And I was like, oh, I actually am 33.
You know what? You know what it is?
What?
I feel like it's because COVID took the really important years from us.
Exactly.
Like 28 to 30, we spent in captivity.
Yeah. So, like, really, I'm just, like, 29.
Yeah, we're actually only 29. We're
how many years do you count COVID is? 3 years, 2 years, 4 years?
Depends on how you view it, but like we're really I'm rewinding.
I'm just getting into my 30s, guys.
Yeah, we just turned 30.
Except for my body like feels like it's in 40s, but that's a whole other thing.
That's a you problem.
It is a me problem for real. So I don't know if you've seen this on TikTok, but there's currently like a civil war going on between like the Dawah Bros and the Hijabis. Specifically, this kind of was brought up when Ali Dawah, who's like very prominent guy on YouTube and on TikTok as well, but mainly on YouTube, and this TikToker named Aya. Oh, you good? Mm-hmm. This TikToker named oh my god, I can't even say that word, named Aya, and she initially came out with a video talking about like her divorce and talked about like how you shouldn't really follow the stigmas around divorce, and if you feel like it's a necessary thing to do, then do it, right? She was essentially telling women like, if you're in a relationship that's not serving you, get out of it. And I feel like he made a video on this reacting to it, and the way that he reacted to it was, I feel like he listened to it without actually listening to what she was trying to say.
He basically listened to respond and not to understand.
Exactly. See, that's why she's here, guys. So that turned into a whole conversation. First off, all the Hijabis came out, even like just Muslim women in general came out to defend Aya.
Of course, they said we ride at dawn for a girl.
Aya herself also made like multiple responses to this.
Yeah.
And he continued to make responses to them.
Yeah.
When like, and this turned into a whole lot of other conversation about like Dawah Bros in general, right? And how a lot of times they can be hypocritical. And there are things that were being done that maybe I wouldn't agree with, but may have been needed in the conversation, where like they started going to his past and looking into how he was divorced in the past and making assumptions. This is where I don't agree. They're making assumptions about why she left and insinuating that he might be an abuser himself.
Oh my God.
So yeah, there's a lot of that's why I feel like a lot of these conversations, at least he kind of instigated it in how he responded, but he should have been known better, because then it usually spirals into other things and can actually make people from both sides fall into things that they shouldn't be, or say things that they shouldn't be saying.
Isn't he known though for like his controversial takes?
Yeah, and I feel like whenever he does give a take, he never really kind of like focuses on the subject matter itself, because there's one thing to be someone who is giving your opinion as a man in the conversation and being super genuine and actually being thoughtful in your response, and then going out and doing what he did, where he gave a response that did not take into context of what she was saying, and he's also attacking her appearance. Like, it's one thing to give your opinion on something, but then to attack someone's appearance as well, it's like, it doesn't matter who's saying this, as long as they're making proper points, or points, even if points that you don't agree with but you feel like you respond to, their appearance should not come into the conversation at all.
I feel like people that use someone's appearance as an argument point, it's because they don't have any other valid argument.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And so they immediately attack someone's appearance, which is such a low move to do. But in terms of Ali Dawah himself and like what he said about her, I don't really pay much attention to him because I know that a lot of times it's giving like rage bait, to be honest with you. And I think he knows that, even if he tries to spin the narrative of like, well, give me husnudan, give me the benefit of the doubt, I'm just trying to advise my Muslim sister, is maybe the angle that he's trying to come at.
But then you can flip that and be like, why didn't you give her that benefit of the doubt then?
Exactly. I think that because when it comes to like the Dawah Bros, like I know people have differences of it. Like everyone has, they view the word like haram police or whatever in negative connotation, positive connotation, whatever. Obviously, we know as Muslims that it's our duty and our obligation to encourage our Muslim brothers and sisters to do the good and then to stay away from the haram. We know that. Everyone knows that. But in addition to that, there's also wisdom in how you go about advising people.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to, like, if he was trying to advise Aya, talking about her eyelashes isn't going to help. I'm sorry. Like, especially in the way that he did it. And I also think, like, on the topic of divorce, I don't know why people still treat it like it's like the worst thing in the world. It's so common. Like, I feel like it's more common that you're divorced than you're not. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they had that whole like statistic that I talk about for years where they say like 50% of marriages end in divorce.
Right. And so obviously when people get married, they don't marry with the intention of like, I might get divorced or I'm going to divorce this person in 10 years or whatever many years. But it happens. And I think it's really brave when people do open up about it on social media and they talk about their experience. And I feel like they do it for different reasons. Some people do it to maybe like warn others from like learn from my mistake type of thing. Or when someone's vulnerable and they share whatever it is they're going through, another person that's going through a similar situation might now feel a little bit less alone because they hear that someone that they look up to went through the same thing, for example. So I don't know. I don't think it's fair for him to even comment on her personal experience. If he doesn't agree with her ideas, like, okay, you can say your opinion too if you really want to join the conversation, but do it in a respectful manner. And then on the contrary, on the other side of it, the people that were like digging into his past and all of that stuff, like I don't agree with that, but I know that's kind of how the internet operates now, right? Yeah. Like they always dig into everyone's past.
And I'm like, and the thing is that going to him responding, giving his opinion, I feel like when you do give your opinion, you should like properly take in what that person said. And completely and understand it. And then let's say he didn't take it in and he gave his response. When they further clarify with that person that they responded to, if they come out with another video further clarifying what they said, you shouldn't just continue on with whatever your original point is. They've clarified what it is. Now take that. Because they told you, hey, what you responded to, you misunderstood what I was trying to say. This is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But then when they continue on the same path that they were on originally, that's when I'm like, okay, I start looking at that person differently. But yeah, right? Because at least Ali Dawah himself, like he's done things where he goes on the street and he almost preaches, or at least he does these like street debates. And I feel like those can be a positive thing to a degree. I like watching those videos just myself because like it's almost like a dunking on whatever. That's just my personal like you're like, oh yeah, give him the right points. You know, he doesn't know what he's talking about, like that. But then at that same time, I'm almost like, is there really a benefit from this generally as an ummah? But there's so many ways you could take that.
Yeah,
I feel like, because then you could be like, oh yeah, someone on the internet who may have these questions themselves, they can see this video and now those questions are answered and they might bring them to Islam. But then you see like the way that they carry themselves sometimes can feel almost arrogant or, you know what I'm saying? Like it can almost feel like the way they title the videos, like destroying this Christian, like then there are so many ways. It's like they're like everything. There's the pros and cons to it, right? But you know, that's a whole other conversation in itself. But yeah, I feel like he should be focused on those things more than going and taking his own Muslim sisters out of context and basically being messy on the internet between Muslims.
Yeah, I know. I know. And I've seen a lot of videos like just talking about it, whether from Aya herself or just other Muslim influencers and I it's unfortunate. I feel like he's only further adding to the divide that's currently going on between, you know, Muslim influencers, like male and female.
Because a lot of them, unfortunately, they don't practice what they preach. For the most part. And because it's the internet, people will find out. Like there was a guy, I'm not going to say his name just so I don't call him out like that, but he was one of those guys, one of those Dawah Bros who talked about having, you know, that perfect Muslim wife, the Hijabi type who has learned the whole Quran and is a scholar in herself. And then the internet found out that when he got married to like a non-Hijabi lady who was like a model and a influencer, which is the opposite, almost complete opposite to what he was preaching that he was into or what he was looking for originally. So
I was going to ask you about that because that conversation I saw a couple times in different TikToks where a guy will say that he wants, like his preference is a hijabi XYZ criteria. And then when people that are suggesting girls to him, to the guy would be like, oh, I don't, she's not covering properly, or she's not, I don't like how she wore her hijab, or this, or just like really nitpicky, only to find that like he's actually not even, he doesn't actually want a hijabi. I think he just wants that reputation of it,
exactly,
but really that's not what he's looking for.
We call those guys grifters at the end of the day. Just people who are, they're preaching or they're saying certain things on the internet because it knows that it'll build them an audience and it'll make them money.
I mean, but here's the thing too, right? Like, I can't sit here and say that someone who doesn't wear hijab but is Muslim is less than. No,
I'm not saying that.
Me. I know.
I'm focusing on the actual guy themselves, like them saying one thing, saying that, and actually, it's not the fact that they're saying these are, I don't know, things that you should aspire to become. But then there's also, what they're really saying is that this is the only right thing you should be doing. And this is the only thing that you as men, they're telling other men, this is what you should be looking for. But they themselves, they're not practicing what they're preaching. What I said earlier.
Yeah. I think you need to be, if you're someone that's going to give advice online or like tell people this is what you should do, you should be very careful. Because if you're not doing it yourself, I mean, can you really be calling out people that don't do it if you're not doing it yourself?
Yeah. The thing is, you don't call out other people. You can give the knowledge, but don't present it in a way where you can't talk down to people. Where you're talking down to people. Yeah. That's the issue, right? Because a lot of these people, all of these Dawah Bros that are being called out, were talking down to people.
Oh, they all do that?
At least the ones that are currently now being called out, they have a history of talking down on people, while then going out and doing exactly what they were talking against earlier. Speaking out against, I mean.
Well.
So yeah, that's another thing on the internet. Speaking of hijabs, I found this out. Apparently, this happened a few months ago, but Iran actually removed its hijab policy.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Oh, you heard about this already? Well, I just heard about it, and then people were giving examples, and then I found out that like they had this policy, but over the years they kind of like not enforced it as much until finally I think they just removed it legally now. So people were already doing it in the past, but on the other side, people were saying things like, "This is what you get," because the videos that you're seeing are like women almost wearing less than what people in the West wear. essentially, when it comes to...
They took rebellion to like the extreme other side.
Yeah. And then this is where people were giving the argument of like, this is why in Islam it says that like you can't force rules upon other people.
Yeah.
Right. And when they did that in a country like Iran, you see what the result of that was. People almost, because they were being forced to not do it or forced to wear something that they didn't want to wear, they went the complete opposite direction in their way of protesting it.
Yeah.
So nobody benefits from it.
Right.
What do you think of a policy like that? I know it's very, I don't know. Am I going too deep here?
No. Here's the thing. Because
I'm asking you as a hijabi yourself. I'm just saying.
No, I know. And I think like we got to be so careful with how we answer this one. All right. If it's like the law, because it's a Muslim country, and the law is that you have to dress modestly, interpret that as you will, okay? Then that's the law. You have to follow it. However, we all know in Islam there is no compulsion. Like you can't force anyone to believe. You can't force anyone to, like, at the end of the day, everyone makes their own decision in how they choose to practice and worship. That's going to be on them. When they have to answer, that's no one else is answering for them. They answer for themselves. And so, like, it really, as a hijabi, like, for me, I wasn't forced. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously we're living in the West. We're in a non-Muslim country. So if anything, like, we were more encouraged to take it off rather than putting it on. Yeah. But I also can't speak from a standpoint of what it would be like from a Muslim country. I've never lived there. I can say, though, that when I am in Muslim countries, every time I've traveled, there's something like freeing, I guess, or liberating, that like you can just throw on an abaya and not worry about like, am I gonna get someone like calling me a racial or something slur? Am I gonna get attacked because I'm wearing, you know, this? But you don't feel that. You actually just feel comfortable to just go out in whatever, and it's fine. It's normal. But I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can actually speak on that experience because I've never lived in a Muslim country. Where like, I'm trying to think, like, every time I've gone, you know what? Even when I was in Saudi, it's not that I felt shame, but I was like, oh, I'm not going to wear pants while I'm here. I'm just going to wear an abaya all the time. And I don't know what the reaction would have been like, but I feel like majority of the Muslim countries now are trying to not appease to non-Muslims, but like maybe their rules aren't as strict as, I think maybe Iran was like a one-off, but they're not as strict. I think like even if you don't wear hijab, as long as you're like for the most part covered and you're not in booty shorts and a crop top, then you're fine. Yeah. Because I was thinking about that too, you know, coming from a man's perspective though, right? So as a man. Because, yeah, like you mentioned, there's no compulsion in Islam. But then I was thinking, how far can it really go? But then I was trying to look at countries like Dubai and Saudi Arabia and how they enforce their modesty laws. Because I'm pretty sure they do have. I think Dubai is like, they've gotten rid of it now. Have they? Because there's so many expats, right? Like, I don't know. Like, obviously in like mosques and stuff, you have to respect it. Like, you're not going to go in without covering your aura. And I think, like, even in Turkey, if you're going to go to the mosque, when the mosques at the time, like the Hagia Sophia was a museum, even though it was a museum, there was a policy you had to cover up. Because, and this kind of goes back, it's like, we're thinking about like if the rules were implemented today, but I feel like there's certain laws that would almost become natural over time. Like they don't have to be written down. Like you mentioned when you're walking around, like was it Saudi Arabia or even Dubai maybe, or maybe more Saudi Arabia. Yeah. But like when you're walking around there, you almost felt like it would be shameful, not shameful, but like it would be weird if you just walked around with pants. Yeah. So I feel like if you had a Muslim society, their mistake was enforcing it to everyone, because also you're dealing with people who are not Muslim who are also being forced to wear something like this, right? Oh, yeah, you're right. So if you're dealing with a Muslim society that's kind of grown with these morals and just like... Like if they're all practicing.
Yeah, if they're all practicing, it's almost like it would naturally develop in a way where people wouldn't want to immodestly wear clothes outside, dress outside, right?
I get what you mean.
It wouldn't be something that has to be enforced over time. So I would never, of course, my rule is that I would never enforce any laws, but I feel like certain things would just always inherently become the norm. It would be like right now how the norm is to go out in jeans and a shirt, right? But it would be weird if someone just went out with, I don't know, their underwear and no shirt.
Yeah.
I know that's the extreme.
Yeah, but like I get that.
Yeah, and there's no laws technically to stop you from going out in underwear.
Well,
actually,
here's a better example.
No, because if you went out in swim shorts, I guess swim shorts are a different thing. If you went out in a Speedo, there are certain laws, I guess. Depends on where you are, okay? But like, a man can go out in a Speedo and just walk the sidewalk. Of course, and people will look at him weird for that. And he will less likely do it in the future. But it's not a law saying he can't do that.
Isn't there like a public indecency law?
You're like still technically covered because then you could just say, you go where people are swimming and just say, oh, you're being publicly.
But that's a beach. Like the setting is different.
Yeah. So let's say that setting is a whole country. It would be weird. So I feel like these laws would just inherently become a thing and they wouldn't be something that has to be written down, at least in the Muslim society. Because how did they do it back in the day? I don't know exactly when Muslims were, taking over more of the continents when they were going into places like Africa or Asia or even a little bit into Europe or what is now Europe.
Because I think when Islam was spreading and people were learning about the religion and the rules of the religion, the belief, etc., it's like once they learned, they were like, okay, and they put on their hijab, obviously varying from parts of like the different parts of the world. The way that someone wears their hijab, the style itself might differ, but they all they all did it. Now we're just, how do you say tufa in English?
Tufa? How do you know?
How do you say that word?
I've never even heard that, tufa.
Yes, you had. Like, when they're like tafri.
Oh.
like we're in a society where like, what's the word?
That's because we're in the West. I feel like it's always very different. No,
but even in like Muslim countries, who was it? Someone told me that when they like, it's easier for them to practice here because when you're in a Muslim country, it's like you're doing these actions out of habit. Like you get to hear the adhan 5 times a day, whereas here,
it was Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy. That's like I know I heard that someone said that.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Sammy. You're right. But yeah, like I'm just thinking about it from that angle.
Well, essentially what we're trying to get to is basically like this is, I guess, the clearest example of why in Islam there is no compulsion. You can't be forced to do anything. Like you have to kind of get there yourself because you get in a situation like this where people are forced to do something that technically is in the religion is an obligation.
Yeah.
Well, but because they were forced to do it and people who weren't Muslim were forced to do it, it became almost the culture out there or not the culture. It became the reason for a lot of women to actually not wear it or to rebel and do things that you wouldn't see in a society that wasn't had these rules forced upon them.
Yeah. So I'm sure if you guys are chronically online the way that we are, you would have heard about the Minnesota Scream Club. I saw it when it was first happening and I was like, interesting, because this girl was like, come with me to Scream Club. And I'm like, huh? So I watched it. This was like a couple weeks ago. And little by little, essentially what it is people gather in
women gather
in this location in a park of some sorts, and they all get together and they scream. Like literally that's what they do. They stand together and they scream and they just let it out. And it's an outlet. It's a unique outlet that people use to get their emotions out there. And gotta love the Minnesotans, the Somali community. They really showed up and they showed out.
Yeah.
But it like showed up in large numbers, and one of the organizers was this woman. I don't even know her name, but I think what ended up happening was like cars were getting blocked in. isn't that what happened? Like they just took it too far, and people showed up with like masks. And
I think the issue was that it sounds innocent in itself. Well, as innocent as screaming in a park can sound. And I don't know how far they were going. Like, were they going to a park in the middle of Minnesota, or were they going to a rural area?
Like, imagine you're just like chilling in your room and you just hear someone like screaming at the top of their lungs. Wouldn't you be scared?
Yeah. And the thing is, I've seen this before. I've seen a screaming club before. We were randomly walking through.
Here?
We were randomly walking through Trinity Bellwoods one day, and there was a screaming club going on in the middle of it.
I didn't know we had that.
But the thing is that they did it, and as tasteful as the ways you can do it, where they were essentially counting down, they would all scream at the same time and then wait, and then do like repeat. They were doing it as intended in a more therapeutic way. But I feel like the way that it was displayed in the videos that we saw, it was just a way for them to like come together and party, essentially.
It just like
it turned into
like
a party.
Chaos, you know?
Yeah.
Like I saw people dancing, like masks, like it was just like
I feel like this could have worked if they did it, if they organized it properly and actually like took it in for what they were trying to do. Because I can see, you know, there's a lot of frustrations, especially Muslim women go through. And, you know, one outlet is just screaming. There's a reason they have these breaking rooms. I think they call them breaking rooms.
Yeah.
Destruction
like
rooms, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have an outlet, right? But like going to that place, first off, they shouldn't have had cameras or allowed people to use phones. I feel like that was the biggest problem with this whole situation, was that when you have phones involved and people filming this, it just turns into a way of them like performing for the cameras or just.
But like, did you see the video? So, you know, the organizer, there was one video where she's counting down, and then there's one of the girls, the Somali girls, was like kind of hunched over. And when the lady stopped counting, like when she was like 3, 2, 1, she jumped on the girl's back and she was like spit. You didn't see that video?
Oh, is it the white lady?
Yeah,
that was weird. I don't know what was going on there.
So that was like before she freaked out and like started screaming at everyone.
Wait, she started screaming at everyone?
Yeah, she was like yelling at them and she's like, stop, you guys are like doing too much. You didn't see those videos?
Okay, I missed that completely.
Oh, I thought you saw it.
No. I didn't even know. Give us more information on that. What happened afterwards?
That's what I was trying to like. I was trying to understand it by watching the video, but so they do their scream, and she was standing on something, and she's telling everyone like stop for some reason, because in the comments people were saying like the group just got too big, like cars were like they were blocking roads, and they were just doing too much. Yeah, and so that's why she was telling them like stop screaming. Like I think that she was trying to keep an order of like counting them down, and they weren't listening. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay, so she was like, oh, you guys have a screaming club? Let's do this properly. Yeah. And they were not. They were just there to kind of cause chaos, essentially. Not that, like, I don't know. I feel like when you get a group of people like that, everyone influences one another and then becomes something that you may not normally do, but you just join in because you feel like you're obligated to.
I have people double parking their cars, obstructing and blocking traffic, not listening to me. We do 3 screams together.
She's literally telling them to stop, and they're cheering, like they're not taking her seriously.
Okay, I see. Okay, so there's a whole other aspect to this, that there's 2 things there that I saw that make this even worse, and this is definitely like, okay, it's one thing if there's a screaming club and we see it online, but then now the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's a bunch of Hijabis. Yeah. Like clear Hijabis, but now I just noticed there are a bunch of guys there too.
Yeah, guys showed up.
I thought it was just women.
No, that's why I was saying people, because I saw it like.
Okay, so there are guys. So this is a whole other aspect to this that I didn't know, and just changes my whole opinion of this altogether.
I don't actually know if the Scream Club was limited specifically to women.
It should have been. In my opinion, it should have been just women.
Why? You don't want to scream?
Like, I feel like there's things that like we should be doing separately, and like this is an outlet for the women to kind of like, at least this is what I feel like they're using it for, is to like get out that frustration from their day to day because of the expectations their families and other people have on them. And usually you want to do that in a safe space, a place where you feel safe. But I don't know, when you introduce men into the equation who have their own intentions, especially with everybody having their phones out, and this is also a place that's like unregulated. You know, this is all youth coming together, right? So there's a lot of issues that can come up with that. So for this club, when I thought it was just women, I was like, okay, but now that you're seeing like it's everybody, I don't think it should have happened at all. Yeah, and also it should have been done way outside of the city, somewhere rural in a way.
But these are kids. Imagine them having to drive like super far just to get to a scream club. It's kind of crazy.
But it's I don't know, when I saw that, and also like she mentioned how it should have been like 3 screams. That's exactly what we saw happening in Trinity Bellwoods. That's a proper scream club where you're going there, vent it out, let it out, and then you're done. You just leave.
Or you could try therapy, like, I don't know.
Yeah, therapy is also a thing, but that's also stigmatized so much in our community. So I feel like they're like, this is our best.
It's free.
Yeah, it's also free.
Yeah, I get it.
Healthcare is expensive.
I understand. But, you know, I mean, like, you know what this is?
What?
This tells me young people need a third space. And they saw the Scream Club as a third space for them. Like, they just want a place outside of work, outside of school, where they can mingle and mix with their peers, whether it's same gender or mixed, whatever they're looking for. And for them, a Scream Club is free. It's in a park. It's outside. Why not? But like, they're kids at the end of the day. Like, they're gonna be immature.
Yeah, they look like they're in their 20s. I'm just saying, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't pay attention. I was listening to what the lady was saying, but I'm just saying this tells me people just want a third space. You know?
Yeah, but also there should not like, also from the Muslim perspective, like there are ways that we carry ourselves.
Of course. Yeah, I know.
Way we represent ourselves, especially like with a lot of scrutiny right now these days on our community.
I'm not saying I commend. Like, I'm not encouraging Scream Club. I'm just saying, like, to me, this looks like they are.
It's all performative, I feel. Yeah. Right? At least in my opinion.
Performative in what way?
Like, the original intention of the Screen Club, like I tried to mention them earlier, where it's more of a therapeutic thing. I feel like that was probably the last thing on the list. I feel like this was, like you mentioned, just a thing for them to come together and do. Right? One person might have seen it on TikTok, someone else doing it, or like, oh, we can totally do that.
Yeah. And they probably just didn't take it seriously.
Yeah, exactly. It's unfortunate, right?
I know.
Yeah, just get the cameras out of there. Okay, don't allow people to film. That's a big issue. But that was just another small thing on the list there. So next thing on the list, this one I actually just saw.
I don't know what that one is.
The other day, and it's still kind of like more information is coming out. But how I was first introduced to it was a girl screaming at her phone, crying about how DoorDash fired her because she reported someone, what's the word, harassing her in a lewd manner.
An S8 her?
Yes.
Oh.
So, no, not SA, but SH. Is that different? Or is it the same?
Isn't it the same?
No, I think it's different.
Okay,
SH, right?
Got it. Okay.
So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I feel bad for her. Like, this is definitely something DoorDash should fix. Like, this, she was mentioning, is her only way of making money. And there's also the other aspect where they were holding her funds, so she couldn't pay her rent. Oh, the fly came out of nowhere. So she couldn't pay her rent. So I was like, okay, you know, hopefully she's able to get her account reinstated and she can move forward from this. The claim can be taken seriously. Later, the next day, I find out that the real situation was that this girl had a DoorDash order.
Okay.
She went to the person's house. It says on the thing to leave at the door, but she noticed the door was like slightly open. Like, it wasn't fully open, but it was slightly open. So
it was ajar.
It was ajar. So she pushes the door open.
What?
And she sees a man sleeping on the couch without pants on.
Okay.
And his thing was out, right?
Yikes.
So she then proceeds to take photos of him on his couch, knocked out.
Why?
And then, what?
Why?
I guess because she was making the claim that this instance where she opened the door and saw him doing that was the SH.
He's sleeping.
That's what I was saying.
In his house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And she reported that and then got fired for it. And then she went on ahead to put up the photos of him online. Yeah.
Isn't that... Oh, he's not a child, but still...
No, but it's still like... There's definitely a law.
There has to be a law about there, that, right? Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
First off, this shows you how sometimes you always have to kind of wait for the full story to come out.
Yeah.
And we see this happen all the time. But this one was probably the most like egregious level of it, where the girl is, and she's still trying to claim that she was harassed in a way. Like, she's not holding back on that story. So, but do you think that, so now people are making the claim, and maybe you agree with it. You can tell me if you agree or disagree with this. Oh my God. You can tell me if you agree or disagree with this. Do you feel like he intentionally did that? Because people are trying to make that claim right now to like still be on her side. And by that, I mean like...
Because he left his door slightly open?
Yeah.
But what was his instruction? Leave it on the porch? Leave it at the door? Or bring it inside?
Leave at the door.
No.
Right?
It wasn't intentional. Because had the instruction said,
mm-hmm.
I left the door open, bring it inside,
mm-hmm.
and then he was sprawled out on his couch like that?
Or at least meet at door. I think that's the only other option.
Yeah, like whatever the things are.
Actually, yeah, there are instructions as well, aren't there?
Yeah, you can specify.
Yeah.
Had he specified and then like waited for her in that position, then questionable. You know, I'd be like, what were your intentions? But if he ordered the food, said, leave it at my door, and maybe he unlocked the door and then it just slightly, like, you know, I don't know why the door was open.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us know why. But he was in his home. Who told her to go inside? That's breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Or maybe not breaking, but that's entering.
I might even go as far as saying that even if that was like he had some weird twisted thought where he's like, oh, maybe if I leave this door slightly ajar, she'll open it and she'll see me naked. I would even go as far as saying like even if that was his intention,
it's so hard to prove.
She would still be in the wrong in my mind. Yeah,
because why are you going inside someone's home?
Like, it's not only going inside, it's like, why are you taking pictures?
That's the other part too. Like, first of all, you didn't ring the doorbell. You didn't knock. You just walked in.
Yeah.
Then after you walked in and you saw him in his exposed situation, you took pictures.
Yeah.
And then when you tried to claim whatever you wanted to claim, you doubled down and then you posted the pictures online. Like, girl, it ain't looking so good for you right now. I'm sorry. Like,
so lesson to take from this story is always wait for both sides of the conversation to come out, because that'll definitely, like, it can make literally like a night and day difference on what your opinion is on the situation. Yeah. But crazy. And then technically there is more information coming out, but like I don't know how much more they can come out with this. So maybe my opinion changes it. I don't know. Okay,
we'll see.
There was like a really big thing that happened in the past 2 weeks that I'm still trying to wait and see before I fully talk about this. It's about Palestine.
Yeah, I know.
Because of like how fragile it is. Yeah. So essentially what I'm trying to get to is that I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, there was a ceasefire announced between is not real and Palestine, or at least the people who are fighting in Palestine. And like when I first heard this news, I didn't even know what to feel.
Yeah, same. I was like, wait, is this real?
That's the thing.
Because you know, like, there were always those like clips of like, can't wait for the day that they say that Palestine is free. I thought this was one of those clips, but it was like, oh.
For you, you thought maybe it's not real. But when you found out that it was real, what was your then reaction?
I was waiting for the shoe to fall, the shoe to drop. What's the saying? Like, I knew that it's only a matter of time before Israel decides to do another.
Okay, just use word. Whatever. Just say it.
Like, I was waiting for them to ambush the Palestinians again, because they always do. And what happens immediately after? Salah, one of the like most beloved and like well-known journalists and reporters, gets unalived. Not by is not real, but by gangsters who were probably.
Oh, at least that's their story that they're saying, the narrative that they're going out with right now. And I think that was a reason that like I was hesitant to feel any like. Sure, I feel good for the Palestinian people. I'm like, okay, they can breathe, you know, they're getting more aid to come in, right? But we already saw this happen before, and like how fragile it was and how quickly it was broken. And right now it's like, okay, Is Not Real has gotten all of their hostages back. What is their incentive to not continue it? They now the H group has no, what do you call it again? They have no leverage.
But left. It was never about the hostages.
That's the thing. it was never about that. That was the story they're going with.
Yeah.
But we knew that it was never about that.
Yeah.
But now that they don't have that story to go with, they still have no incentive to stop whatever they're doing before. They said, 90% of the buildings were destroyed in this?
I don't think they care to have any sort of positive reputation.
The thing is, they don't, and they have all the incentives to continue it.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally just trying to, right now, they're trying to manufacture some consent to continue to do what they were doing before. By now coming out with stories saying that there's a civil war brewing up in the Gaza Strip and that, they need to, quote unquote, protect the people there now. And they need to protect their own interests. They're already setting up the stage to be able to go back in and just, in their words, finish the job.
Yeah.
Because, I think that's why I've been so hesitant to feel anything like any peak feelings from this, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like
I felt happy, but like I wasn't like elated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Maybe
I get that.
I don't know. Yeah.
I get it. I didn't want to minimize the Palestinian people's experience either because I saw a lot of the videos of the kids like celebrating and people like some of the hostages reuniting with their family members who they thought were unalived, and it's very like it makes you like emotional watching these videos of these reunion videos, but it's at the end of the day I feel like we've seen it over the last couple of years. The way that it's played out is they almost like wait until everyone's guard is down and then they come back on the attack. Exactly.
Yeah. So inshallah this does hold, and that whatever where our fears are not actually come to fruition. But yeah, it's a very, very like we're holding on that hope as tight as possible right now.
Yeah. Because
anything can happen, and they have all the incentives to go in and do whatever they want.
That's true.
Right? So, but, and this still, and it, I think the other aspect of it is that, sure, whatever, we have the ceasefire, not whatever, but we have the ceasefire now, but it doesn't mean there's a free Palestine. Like, there's still so much work to do towards getting there that I'm like, our work is not done.
I know.
There's still so much that needs to be done. And people are talking about how now they have eyes on the West Bank and how that might be their next goal, or at least both fronts are trying to try and go for. So there's so many things that are happening. There's so many cards in the air. Is it cards? Yeah, let's say there's so many cards in the air. That's what
making up your own.
Yeah, let's say that.
No problem.
That we're just waiting for it to drop and see how many of them we catch. Maybe that works.
I mean,
but yeah, so that's I didn't want to go through a whole podcast without addressing that one first.
Yeah.
Right now I'm just kind of just waiting.
Yeah.
But yeah, free Palestine. And
I don't know if we should end off on that like light note ish. I just like this.
Yeah.
It's got me like second guessing myself because.
Okay, what Sara is talking about is the new AI, well, specifically Sora 2, that's come out, and this one has the ability to make videos, and how like convincing it is now.
Like very.
We've gotten to that level now where people can make videos that I've seen myself. People will react to and on TikTok thinking they are real.
Yeah.
Right? And
it's crazy.
It's being used, and it's already being used, as we feared in the past. It's already being used to put out propaganda about certain things that are happening that aren't actually happening.
Yep.
So it's crazy how quickly things are moving. People are talking about an AI bubble, which is sort of related to this.
What is that?
Because everybody's talking about AI so much. Everybody's talking about AI, that a lot has been invested in AI, but there's still no real way to like monetize it in a way, and they're still trying to figure out like how are we going to make this sustainable. If you invest hundreds of billions of dollars into something, but it's only producing you millions or even $1 to $2 billion, right? Is that you're essentially building a bubble. You're feeding into something that's not giving you as much back. So there's only so far that can go before all the investments and investors start pulling out and it crashes. This doesn't have anything to do, honestly, with Sora 2 and all that, but like it may in how much more is invested into this technology.
Yeah.
But where it is right now, I feel like it's already gotten so far where people, like you said, can't even tell the difference. And it's like, do you even need to go further? Should you go further? That's the question. Now that we're at a level where people can't even tell the difference between real and fake, should you go further? Right?
Yeah.
Have you been fooled by videos?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I fall for AI all the time. It's and like sometimes I'll watch and I'm like, what? And so you know what I started doing?
What?
I started watching those videos where it compares like a real one versus AI to try and like see where it's like which one's AI. And now I feel like I kind of know, especially when it's like the eating ones. So it'll have like a real person doing like a mukbang and then the AI version of them. And you can tell by the way that they chew the food. Like AI is so proper, like not a crumb or sauce does not get on them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I need to be more diligent.
Wait till Sora 3, man. I'm telling you.
No, like, do you fall for it?
I've probably fallen for one, honestly.
Really?
I feel like, but there's some that I fall for initially, but then like after a few watches, you're like, something is off here.
You know which ones I fall for? The freaking cat AI videos.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten those yet.
Have you seen like, okay,
there's one I can think of that right now.
Which one?
It was a bunch of like roadmen in Parliament. It's a very random video.
You fell for that?
No. Initially when I saw it, I thought it was a skit. Because it was a bunch of roadmen in like, when I say roadman, like UK roadman, you know them, Nike Techs, all that stuff, right? They were all in Parliament and like they were arguing, like, you know those Parliament videos you see? They're arguing in like, you know, how we talk, basically like in slang. And on the first watch, I was like, damn, the production for this must be crazy. Get all these guys together, get them together in a room. And then I started looking at it. I'm like, certain things aren't adding up. Like these guys all kind of look the same. Like the guys in the back aren't moving too much. It kind of sounds off. And then I look at it again. I'm like, this is not real. Like I just put it together. I was like, this is not real. I went straight to the comments too, and it confirmed it wasn't a real video. But it was very convincing. You
know what's crazy though is that I saw an actual real video, but the person in the video was doing something so like outlandish, bizarre that everyone was like,
is this AI?
Guys, is this AI? Please tell me this is AI. I can't remember what the video was, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's a lot that I've been seeing recently where people actually think a real video is AI. That's how far it's gone.
Crazy. Like this is one video that I saw that I was just like, this is weird. Where did it go?
And the issue now is that like they're able to figure out context now with AI. So before, another thing that gave away videos was being able to, oh, what is this? You thought that was real?
No.
Okay. She showed me a video of a woman holding her baby after giving birth, and the baby just like gets up and runs out of the
just like sprints out of the hospital bed. But like some of these videos are so dumb.
You gotta send me that video,
please. I will. Do you watch the TikTok videos I sent you?
I need to watch those. I'm sorry. I need to get to it. Okay.
Amir ignores me, guys.
I'll watch them right after we finish this podcast. But yeah, it's getting to a level where it's getting harder to figure out, and I feel like there's already actually been stories about a company that developed an AI actor.
Haven't you heard about the AI singers?
Yeah, they're AI singers as well.
Yeah.
Who are getting contracts now.
Yes, it's crazy.
Right? But like we've kind of had this in the past with like someone like Hatsune Miku.
Who?
You know who's Hatsune Miku.
No, I don't.
You've seen her.
No, I haven't.
She's like she has the blue hair, the two pom-pom like what do you call these things when the two hair comes out like this?
Ponytails?
But they're two
ponytails.
Pigtails, yeah, but really long hair, and she's wearing like a schoolgirl outfit, skirt.
It's not just any random anime character.
Yeah, it's like essentially it's an anime character, so she's not going to look real like the ones that they're doing now, but it's not a real singer, but people write some code to make her sing, and make her dance with CGI or whatever, and then she's actually an artist that people go and watch in like concerts, and she's really big, like huge, all over the world. I'm surprised you haven't seen her. You've probably seen pictures of her, but yeah, let me show you a picture. 1 second.
I've never heard of that.
But this is just like the next level of that.
You know what I haven't seen yet? Remember that headset thing that you got, the VR one?
Yeah.
imagine when they implement AI with that. So the graphics are like real.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if they could start like putting kind of AI filters over 3D models, which I feel like they're already doing to make it look like that. But yeah, this is the person.
Oh, I've never seen her before.
Okay, whatever.
I've literally never seen her. I was thinking it was like a person.
Yeah, I just showed her that one right now. That's the concert. Those are the concerts that she'll have.
What do you mean concert? Like people go to a venue?
Yeah, because they're able to take her model and use what do you call it? Holograms to be able to make her into like a 3D image that people can see. And they can like blow her up to make her look huge.
You're telling me people go and pay to watch a hologram?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's there's already like a roadmap for it. But now they're using AI, which makes it look more realistic. And I feel like they can take that AI, make a hologram out of it. People start going to see this artist in a real show. Yeah, so there's, like I mentioned, there's an actor now who got a contract or like got an agent actually to represent her, an AI actor. And
how?
What?
How?
They built the model for it, right? And then crazy. Now they're able to, and you're like, oh, how is she going to interact with actors and stuff, right? But that's not the intention. They're like, you know those commercials you see online where they don't need a real person. Like it might be just one person showing off a product, right? Put an AI actor in there. Why not? Right? So now a lot of actors are speaking out against this.
They're going to go on
singers
strike.
Are speaking out. Yeah. They already went on strike for AI, because of AI, I mean.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. There was a big strike that happened last year where all the actors were fighting against their likeness being used in AI.
Oh.
And they're also fighting, of course, for residual pains, but that was one of the other aspects of it, the AI aspect. So, yeah, so this is something that's like laws need to be created to counteract this. Unfortunately, because of all the money being invested in it, there's no incentive for the lawmakers to create laws against it because they're all making money off of it. They're all getting these super PACs to pay them to put in more laws to protect these developers, these AI developers. So it's going to be interesting what happens in the next, like, even 2 years, honestly, because this stuff is developing so fast. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, if you liked what we talked about this week, if you wanted to reply to any things we talked about, whether it be the Minnesota Screaming Club or the Dawah Bros or the Hijabis, or even the hijab policy that was removed in Iran. I know controversial, but, you know, we like talking about everything here, even if we were prepared for it. I'm sorry, Sad. I kind of ambushed you to that one. But if you liked any of that, make sure to comment down below and let us know what your responses are to those. But if you aren't already, subscribe to the channel. I know there's like a good amount of you guys who still aren't subscribed just watching this. So just please hit that subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K, okay?
Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button. We're going to get to 10K soon, inshallah. And other than that, you know, you can follow us on Cousin Connection Pod, Instagram, TikTok, and where else can they find us? Oh, shoot. Didn't we tell them to like put in a comment last time?
Yes, we did.
Oh, my bad.
The squid or something like that. Let's pull that up real quick. Good reminder, because I forgot.
We can't forget about that one. Let's just shout out the names real quick. Collect them all together. We should have been prepared for this. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, shout out all their names. What did we tell them to put in last time?
Is that a squid or an octopus?
I think it's a squid.
Okay. XO_Kala. Actually, she wrote... with the squid. I just finished watching your episode with Coffee Break Podcast. I thought of DMing Amir, but we all know how long I will have to wait and might never get an answer. Amir, can you go over how you shoot your podcast, your editing software, and how you record the audio differently and video as well, and then merge it together? I know this will be a long, but please try. Maybe we'll make like a full separate video about that.
For editing, I use Adobe Premiere. Yeah, and also it does that. It does like the audio matching and everything.
Okay, then hey, it's SM-55 said, I didn't even know this emoji existed. Yeah, girl, me neither. Maria Malau 3074, very kind. Sada looking gorgeous as always with the squid. Thank you. Jewy Sheikh, loved the episode. Thank you. Meme Morrison 5233, awesome episode. Thank you. Anika Woods 5003 actually put an octopus, not a squid, but you know what? We got you.
It still works. Same family, I think, right?
Adesua Sparkable, Imani Gelato 04 Peach Tea, got you. We love you too.
Damn, a lot of you guys commented.
There's a lot, yeah.
We should do this more.
Noda M12 with the squid. Some questions for y'all. What are your favorite ways to decompress after a long day after work? Also, are you guys finding it hard to connect or stay in contact with friends or old work colleagues as you get older?
So first part, I love to decompress at the gym where technically I'm compressing, but and also play video games and play with the cats. Oh, and go on a walk. Oh, walking. Yeah, that's huge too.
Why are you stealing all mine? Okay, and are you finding it harder to stay connected? Yeah, Amir talked about that earlier in the episode.
Yeah, so just listen to the early episode.
His high school friends in 10 years.
I'm working on
it. My favorite ways to decompress after a long day after work is sit in silence.
Really? There's no way.
No, like for like a good half an hour, I sit in silence.
What?
Like I might doom scroll.
Yeah.
But I don't like to talk because I talk all day and I'm tired. But other than that, a walk, getting a good workout in, like as much as you dread it leading up to the workout, once you're done the workout, you're like, wow, I feel really great. Or if you have like a show to binge watch, but I haven't had a show that I'm like excited about.
I've been watching one recently.
I have nothing to watch.
I know Hanan's been watching like Superstore. Superstore was a good show. Like I would like drop in here and there, and that was like just
Superstore is funny. Yeah, I like casually watch that.
Yeah, it was almost like The Office, kind of like
Abbott Elementary.
Not style, but yeah, Abbott Elementary is a good show.
Yeah,
I haven't really like watched it as much, but it feels like it would be a good show to just binge.
Yeah. And yes, we are finding it harder to stay in contact with friends sometimes, but you just got to put in the effort, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, next person is Menin Abonita03, Aliyah 8528, Zaka 2698. Live show London when? Wow, crazy. We want to go to London?
You know what? Sure.
If you're an event planner or like in the podcasting
invite
space, invite us and maybe we'll work together because we have no idea how to get there.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it?
That was it for that weekend.
Okay.
For that week, sorry.
And what should we give them for the next one?
Let me think. Let me look. Okay.
I feel like also we gave them like 2 weeks to put in these comments too. Usually we give them like 2 days.
That's why they had so much time.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find an emoji. Tell me when to stop, okay?
Stop.
No, it's a cross.
Oh.
Okay, let me do that again.
Stop.
Wait, no. Okay. Oh. Ready?
Stop. 10. Your 10th one.
My 10th one?
Yeah. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A hamburger.
Hamburgers. Put hamburgers in the comments. We'll shout y'all on the next episode.
So random.
But other than that, thank you again for listening. Thank you again for watching. And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.